In early 2020, a lot of people were talking about the coronavirus potentially being the result of a lab in China that was wanting to deploy it to infect its own people and or American people. And all of that is untrue, because today we have discovered what they were really up to, and that is China has discovered that fried food is bad for you. Fried food, a big factor in heart disease and stroke. That is the title of an article on usnews.com as of today, January 19, 2021. Eating fried food is tied to an increase of heart disease and stroke, a new study suggests. The risk rises with each additional 4-ounce serving per week, a research team in China found. Yeah, about that. I don't really understand why they needed to do a research study to tell us that fried food can cause heart disease when we've known this for decades. But let's go on reading. For the study, the investigators analyzed 19 previously published studies. They combined data from 17 studies involving more than 560,000 people with nearly 37,000 major cardiovascular events, such as heart attack or stroke. The researchers also used data from 6 studies involving more than 750,000 participants and nearly 86,000 deaths over an average of 10 years. Okay, so this looks like it is actually a meta study, which is where no actual study is conducted, but a group of people wrote a paper that combines the results of multiple studies that other people have done, and then they can do a macro analysis on that. The study findings showed that compared to those who ate the lowest amount of fried food per week, those who ate the most had a 28% greater risk of major cardiovascular events, a 22% higher risk of heart disease, and a 37% higher risk of heart failure. These risks substantially increased by 3%, 2%, and 12% respectively with each additional 4-ounce weekly serving, according to Pei Qin, Shenzhen University Health Science Center in Guangdong, China, and colleagues. The report was published on January 19, 2021. So these results come as no surprise. Eating more fried food will clog your arteries a little bit more, leading to stroke, especially given all the trans fats that are in fried foods. What I also want to know is, how many of these have they done a study where they figure out the overall fitness of the people? Because people who exercise regularly typically eat less fried foods than people who don't exercise regularly. So it may be the same correlation, but not. And here's why. Anybody who's exercised for a really long time has come to find out that you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. So if you exercise 5 to 6 days or 7 days a week and eat a lot of fried foods, you're not going to reach that peak performance or that peak satisfaction from exercise that you otherwise would by eating healthy foods. So there's my little anecdotal explanation. But the scientific explanation is there's trans fats and probably other stuff too, and you don't want it in your system. Moving on. The article concludes saying fried foods contain harmful trans fatty acids from the hydrogenated vegetable oils often used to cook them, and frying also increases the production of chemical byproducts involved in an inflammatory response. In addition, foods high in salt, such as fried chicken and French fries, are often served with sugar-sweetened drinks, particularly in fast food restaurants. Yeah, a lot of people will opt to have a soda with their fried chicken and French fries. I've done it. Most of you have done it at some point in your lives. It tastes good. It just tastes so amazing. A good fried chicken is good for the soul, but really terrible for the body. I also think this part about hydrogenated vegetable oils is really important to note, because I've often said, always cook using olive oil, the one true cooking oil. I swear by it. I feel better when I make stuff using olive oil than when I eat stuff that uses vegetable oil. Always. Doesn't matter whether it's a fried food or if it's like a curry or if it's vegetables, or whether it's anything else, always use olive oil, the one true cooking oil. And that's all I have for today. And if you enjoyed this video, smash like, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. Leave a comment telling me how smart or stupid I am. And until next time, I'm going to be eating healthy and trying to avoid fried foods a little bit more than I did last year.